Please, Ioannis, could you help me with checking
Yeah, I'm checking. Don't
recording
worry.
started?
Yes, we are
Oh,
ready to go.
wonderful. One moment. Okay, so hello everyone. We're delighted to welcome you on our pitch session. And today, let me introduce my colleagues and myself. I'm Svetlana, VC analyst at InnMind. Today, I will moderate the session, and my colleague Ioannis, VC analyst as well at InnMind, will help me with moderation. So really pleased to welcome you today. Let me start with our agenda. First of all, we will introduce our attending VCs today. And we really believe that VCs are one of the crucial partners for startups. So we would love to hear maybe a few words about value you could bring your portfolio projects. In addition, your investment thesis, investment focus. So after that, we will start with pitching. Every project will have 5 minutes for pitch and around 2 or 3 minutes for Q&A session. And we will really appreciate if our dear VCs today will provide some feedback in addition questions, because yeah, it will be really helpful for our today's participants. And you are really venture guru, and we will highly appreciate it. So let me start with our dear VC's introduction. I will start with Mo from CSP DAO. Hello, Mo. I saw Mo today with us. One moment. Okay, I will check. Maybe Mo will see the recording or will join a bit later again. Okay, the next host we have with us, Valeria from WebWise VC. Hello, Valeria. I'm really glad to see you today with us. Could you please tell a few words about value you bring in your portfolio projects and your investment focus? Thank you.
Yeah, hi again. Thanks for inviting me. It's a pleasure always to be here. I would like to share a few words about our company. Since 2017, we've been operating in the cryptocurrency sphere. We have an asset management fund that manages funds providing liquidity in DeFi. Also, we have a cross-chain protocol that is currently entering the market. Speaking about us as a venture fund, we began our operations just recently, last year, and our team has also a high level of expertise in decentralized finance, and we belong to the category of investors who provide not only financing, but also significant added value. We mean active involvement in the development of our portfolio projects by providing access to our network, expert and strategic advice also, and recommendations. Our focus is in infrastructure projects, DeFi projects, as well as projects related to real-world assets. Additionally, we're open to considering NFT and also game projects. But speaking about NFT, it's projects that go beyond just images. And our interest spans both equity and tokenized investments, with particular attention to projects with clear business models and that demonstrate how they plan to generate revenue. We are interested in startups in the seed stage and beyond, although we do not exclude the possibility of considering pre-seed projects also. So this is to cut the story short. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, so great. Love your approach. Okay.
Thanks, Svetlana.
Suppose, yeah, Sebastian from Aeon Digital will join a bit later, and more from CSP DAO as well. So I would introduce the next. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce, not really correct, but please help me. with us Hugh Du Huan from Tribe Digital. Hello, I'm really sorry if I had some mistakes in pronunciation.
No worries, no worries. Yeah. Hi
Yeah,
everyone. So I'll just give a very brief introduction about us. So we are a Web3 licensed private fund based out of Singapore, and we typically look at projects in infrastructure such as your parallel B2C layer 2 or DPINs, and in entertainment such as DSO, SocialFi, GameFi, and finance, basically DeFi or your RWAs. We invest between $50,000 to $250,000 at the pre-seed or seed round, with up to 50 million US dollars valuation or minimum 40% discount via a SAFE with token warrants. Though we do not see ourselves as strategic investors, we share projects on the sidelines by sharing our network we built with the layer ones, venture studios, market makers, exchanges, and more to support projects in their journey to build. Tribe Digital was born out of DIB Ventures. We are founded since 10 years ago as a government-mandated VC based in Singapore. And we are a leading early-stage investment firm invested in notable investments such as Tokenized Exchange, one of the licensed centralized exchange based in Malaysia and in Singapore, and also NV Labs, which is one of the leading mobility startups in Singapore as well. Yeah, where we are the lead institutional investor. Yeah, happy to meet everyone here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, like your focus. Thank you very much that you're with us today. The next one we see, I would like to introduce, it's Lewis from Marshland Capital. Hello, Lewis. How are you doing?
Hello, everyone. Nice to be here. Thank you again for the invitation. Brief introduction to Marshland Capital. Where we have two sectors. One is a family office, and the other is an accelerator. As a family office, we were founded last 2018, but three of the partners has been in this space since 2013. We consider ourselves as sector and chain agnostic. The majority of our portfolio um are in DeFi, blockchain infrastructure, RWAs, AI that are in Ethereum, Arbitrum, and Base. Um, as a family office, we typically write check between 50K to 250K. One thing about us as well, we work closely with Chainlink Build. Also, as an accelerator, we help projects from pre-seed to post-market. One of the biggest strengths of Marshland Capital is our network.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. Oh, have you finished, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Great. Thank you very much, Luis, for this introduction. By the way, we
Thank you.
have AI and RWA startups at our participants. So hope you will enjoy it. And I would like to introduce you DIB Ventures, and I saw Arsen and Mikhail from DIB Ventures. Yeah, guys, how are you doing? Do you hear us?
Yeah, for sure, we hear you. So yeah, it's glad to see you here, all guys. Yeah, let me start from the beginning. So our venture fund was established in 2013. So we started as the key opinion leader group, and right now, we are one of the largest communities in the CS region. We have more than 45 people in our social media communities. So most of them is DGens and large investors. And yeah, we invested for over than 40 projects. Our average ticket size from 50 up to $200,000. So the main focus for us is the DeFi products and something like this. So dipping RWA, so something like the narratives in this nowadays. Yeah, in our like division, the most power help is the something like the marketing. So we are already successful. Like they helped the project with, I guess, sixth launch of the key opinion leaders round closing in Commonwealth countries. So, and more than this, we're helping with the audits. So the pen test, something like the code review, helping with networking. So we have huge and strong communications and partners in VC side. So right now we have, I guess, more than 100 people, 100 VCs in our network, and we have strong communications with exchange. So we are official partners with Bybit, OKX, and Huobi. So that's it.
Oh, thank you very much, Arsene. Sounds awesome. Yeah, thank you again. Thank you very much that you joined us. And I would love to introduce Nicholas from GDA Capital. Could you please, Nicholas, drop few words about your current focus, your added value for portfolio projects?
Yeah, sure. Nicholas here, and thanks to InnMind for having me back again to evaluate all these lovely startups. As for me and GDA Capital, we are an incubator, accelerator, investor, and advisor in early stage blockchain companies. We've been doing this since 2017 and have over 70 portfolio companies, 4 of which are over 1 billion in market cap. For example, we helped Tron launch. We support projects across all key functions, including fundraising, business and corporate development, customer and user acquisition, growth hacking, and so on, right? I think the key differentiator from us is that our value proposition to projects partnering with us is that, apart from providing financial support, we get our hands really dirty in value creation for projects on a long-term basis, right? And we are able to structure deals in a very milestone basis. So in such a way that the projects only win if, or rather GDA only wins if the project wins, right? So our incentives are very much aligned on a long-term basis. Yep.
Yeah, thank you very much. Such is awesome VCs with us today. So happy with that. So yeah, we could start with pitching session with pitching projects. First pitching projects is Atomiq DeFi, DeFi in Bitcoin ecosystem, and meet the founder and CEO, Zaid. Zaid, you could start sharing your screen. We will check that everything is okay.
Wonderful, thank you so much. I'll share my pitch deck. I hope everyone can see that.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, excellent. Well, shall I start? We're good to go?
Yeah, you could start. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. It's a real pleasure learning about your backgrounds and welcoming the VCs to the table. So I'm Zaid, and the founder and CEO of Atomiq DeFi. Just for some very quick background, for the last year, I've been the head of operations, COO at MintPlayer, and MintPlayer is a sidechain layer 2 to the Bitcoin network. We've been developing for 2-3 years now. We've only recently gone to mainnet in February, and exciting times ahead as they expand on their ecosystem. Now, built a really great relationship with Enrico, obviously being the head of operations and working closely with him. He nudged me to go and start an endeavor and spearhead this venture, building the first project incubated by MintPlayer. And we're supported by the team, the resource, the technology, and also a $1.5 million grant, which is a fantastic bonus. So let me share with you Atomiq and reason we are born and the disruption that we are endeavoring in the market. So Atomiq is the world's first DEX for native Bitcoin cross-chain swaps. And the opportunity is we're unlocking Bitcoin to DeFi. That represents a 500 billion market opportunity. And that's according to GDA Capital. So the TVL on, a lot of L1 chains are significantly higher than Bitcoin and Bitcoin sidechains. And as you see, there's a significant interest in most recent months and I'd say the season call it the bull cycle, etc., of the use of Bitcoin and the Bitcoin ecosystem and developing DApps in the Bitcoin ecosystem, as we've seen with the rise of BRC20 and ordinals and that movement. The market cap of all BRC20 as it stands is sitting over 2 billion and growing on a weekly basis. So current landscape of Bitcoin DeFi options is you go direct Bitcoin layer 1, and that's utilizing ordinals and BRC20. And then you have other side chains and layer 2s that have developed protocols like Stacks, like Rootstock and Liquid, where you wrap your tokens and make it accessible to decentralized finance. And then you have, of course, Ethereum with wrapped versions of Bitcoin on EVM. The problem with the BRC space, as we see it, is the argument of network pollution and the congestion it hinders into the Bitcoin network. Transaction speeds are slow, the functionality is limited, and as a result of those things, the transactional costs are high. So it's not very scalable, unfortunately, but it's I believe it's been a great experiment and an important catalyst to this new discoveries. Now, on the other hand, the problem with wrapped tokens and how other layer 2s and sidechains have approached DeFi on Bitcoin is that wrapped tokens introduce heightened risks for consumers due to the security vulnerabilities. You have reliance on these trusted third parties on centralized platforms, these risks to token bridge attacks and hacks. And wrapped tokens is not the way of going about it, in my opinion, or mint layers. And so the design has been very different. The solution is a Bitcoin cross-chain swap protocol. And that's what Atomiq DeFi introduces. It's the first decentralized DEX that enables direct cross-chain swaps with native Bitcoin, meaning we don't wrap the token, you're swapping your raw native token in its pure, secure environment with the token and asset and alternative asset that you'd like to exchange and swap with. This allows you to access decentralized finance without the risk of that comes with wrapping Bitcoin. Now, the Atomiq DeFi suite goes beyond just the DEX. We are also developing out the Atomiq Pad, which will be the formal and premier partner of the Mint Layer ecosystem. This is the pad that will, in its initial stages, list and host the projects being incubated by Mint Layer that are provided grants by Mint Layer, as we have, and give Bitcoin community and the Bitcoin DApp community a very dedicated resource to growing and launching the project. The Atomiq wallet we are dropping very soon in the market, and that's a wallet that holds Bitcoin, Mint Layer tokens, and soon EVM compatible tokens and assets. And then the bridge, of course, to facilitate liquidity from EVM chains and other cross chains. So, as you see here, why this is so important to the Mint Layer ecosystem is we're almost building out that adoption layer above the Atomiq protocol. And this is why Enrico and the team at Mint Layer are so invested in our success. We work in very good synergy. We're focused on developing the suite of tools and applications that are very consumer facing, that onboards the masses and are friendly and intuitive to use. Whereas Mint Layer focuses on the deep underlying technologies and building the protocol and all the cool gadgets that power these DApps to do what they need to. So back to the DEX, tapping into Bitcoin liquidity, native tokens without the hassle of wrapped assets, and that's security, that's secure. We're also enabling RWAs on Bitcoin, and the way we're going about that is Mint Layer is developing its institutional layer for institutions to come on board and tokenize real world assets. Mint Layer has a presence in the UAE. It's got its headquarters in Dubai, and it's heavily investigating and working with the legal councils in the UAE on becoming first mover the tokenization of real-world assets. Atomiq DEX will be that settlement layer, hopefully, for these assets. And so being part of that ecosystem, we have that first mover advantage, and we're gearing up technically to support that progression and that next stage of Mint Layer's growth. So that's pretty exciting as well.
Excuse me, sorry to interrupt you. You're running just a bit over time. So if you can maybe
no worries. I've
wrap
explained
it up.
the pad. I've explained the wallet. The wallet we've acquired from Mint Layer has a lot of users on board. These reasons why we're building on Mint Layer. Right now, it's only on centralized exchanges, so we're tapping into decentralized forms of trading. Significant number of nodes and KYC members onto that platform. And so the team is myself and Enrico's come on board as interim CTO to help with the technical directions and strategy. We have a wider team of 11 members of developers, UX designers, marketing, etc. And in the roadmap, we're dropping 2 of our products in June, and the beta version of our DEX coming out in Q3. So that's a big thing. Utility, I can share with you later. We're currently raising a 2.4 million round at a 25 million FTV for the seed. We've received that $1.5 million grant. There's about 30-40% capacity left on that seed round for VCs to come in. Tokenomics I'll share with you later, and thank you so much for listening in.
Yeah, thank you very much, the awesome pitch. Who would like to ask first or provide any feedback? I see Nicholas. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, I can go. Hey, Zaid. Nice to meet you,
Hey,
and interesting
pleasure.
project. Yeah, just I guess out of also a bit more curiosity and personal interest, right? I think here at GDA, I know we see quite a number of projects at any given week, and I'm starting to notice a couple of projects that are looking to build on or with or related to Bitcoin. So I'm just trying to understand a bit more about the Bitcoin ecosystem, right? And maybe where your project plays a part in the whole wider picture of Bitcoin. I think on one hand, the community wants Bitcoin to remain as it is, right? Like just as Bitcoin / digital gold, it wants to be untainted.
Absolutely.
With no projects just being built on it, right? But on the other hand, also sometimes depends on how you argue, investors, developers want to see Bitcoin gaining more utility than just, I guess, a store of value and transaction. So I'm just wondering how are you seeing this ecosystem of Bitcoin now that it's seemed to be gaining a lot of traction? And secondly, I guess, where do you feel like Atomiq can really help develop this whole ecosystem, as well as maybe help educate, I guess could be the right word, educate the public on why Bitcoin needs to grow in utility.
Absolutely, no, great question, thank you. And I agree with the narrative of the community voice. I think that and BRC20 ordinals, etc., has proven a point of when you do it on the chain, you're congesting and burdening the Bitcoin protocol, which should not be the case. So the way we've gone about it, well, how Mint Layer has gone about the developments is it's developed a very lightweight and secure protocol that's a side chain to Bitcoin, but it's created a technology that makes it very interoperable with the Bitcoin network. So the idea of accessing liquidity on Bitcoin should be seamless and easy and intuitive. It should be secure, so you're not congesting the network because you're not burdening it with direct inscriptions and all that sort of stuff. Rather, you've got a protocol that communicates really well with the Bitcoin protocol, and that's what we believe is the future of DeFi on Bitcoin. It's we say on Bitcoin, but it's really a side to Bitcoin, so that you can let Bitcoin be its treasure and keep it lightweight while doing cool things with it rather than in it. So the next stage of project that we'd like to host and that Mint Layer would like to host are looking at DeFi applications that want to be interoperable with Bitcoin, to be liquid with Bitcoin, and develop cool financial products that can engage with the Bitcoin liquidity. I hope that answers it.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks for that. I think it really helps shed a bit of light more on the whole Bitcoin community. So, let's hope that more people will start building on Bitcoin as well and grow the whole ecosystem.
Hopefully, building more on Mint layer and with Bitcoin.
Yeah, of course. Awesome. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Awesome question. Yeah, I would like to ask maybe one more, and we go to the next participant. You could just unmute your microphone, and I will give you a word. Okay. I don't see. Oh, okay. Yeah, Muhammad. Yeah. You would like to already. You're going to pitch right now. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Zaid.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll provide you more feedback after this pitching session. Not all VCs are able to attend today. Yeah,
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
So yeah, Muhammad, I see you. See your screen. You could go ahead. Good luck.
Thank you. All right, everyone. My name is Muhammad Salman Anjum. I'm the chief mate of InvoiceMate. We are building the future of invoicing. Recently been recognized by Deloitte as their rising star and backed by the region's best and venture builders and the accelerator programs. I'll share first of all about invoicing. As we said that we are building the future of invoicing. First of all, what is the invoicing overall? Invoices, by the way, are the world's most commonly used commercial documents. Every small, medium-sized, large-sized business, everyone is dealing with the invoices, and they form the big market of invoice financing. It is currently standing at $3.6 trillion worth globally, and RWA market, because it's one of the most liquid RWA invoices. They present the skyline of opportunity as the most liquid RWA, and of course, it is heading towards the 2030. By 2030, the $10 trillion overall RWA market. So that's the market opportunity we are talking about. But this market opportunity has challenges, and challenges around frauds. So global invoice financing, we are seeing news from every right, left side of the corner of the world that there are frauds in invoices being tampered, the collision, and of course, other forms of issues as well, which can be addressed with the blockchain. But let's see, first of all, what is the impact? Millions get lost for the financing institutions and investors, and billions remain illiquid for these inefficient invoices, which are globally present in the business sites. So that's a problem we are solving, which will help the both sides. The businesses currently are unable to get access with their invoice receivables. On-chain investors are unable to get easy access to the off-chain businesses with the legit instruments to invest with them, and also at the same time their yield as well has to be more stable and less volatile as compared to the crypto volatility. So in comes InvoiceMate, which is basically empowering the invoices. The whole idea is to empower the invoices which are coming from the qualified businesses on our platform as invoice management system. Then we process it through with the first KYI of the world, which is the KYC of the invoices on our decentralized invoicing infrastructure, present them to the on-chain investors for the stable and secure yields. So this is the bridge role we are playing between the off-chain businesses and the on-chain investors. The heart of the solution is basically the Know Your Invoice system. That's the world's first ever, targeting the industry's biggest pain point of the fraud. So we are using AI to detect the frauds and analyze the credit eligibility of the borrower and the instrument of invoice. And at the same time, the blockchain, from the get-go, it's a blockchain native project. And again, to do the entire workflow of the invoice, posting and timestamping it on a blockchain and serving it as a single source of truth. This has resulted us getting the awards and awards in the last few months. Moving forward, the whole purpose is to present the verified and the risk scored invoices with the help of our KYI, with the help of our liquidity provider Shield, and some other risk mitigation measures. So efficient and trusted deal flows at all times for the on-chain investors on our platform. Let me bring you the product market fit which we have achieved in last 1 year with the 2 recurring revenue streams. So we are earning through the performance fee coming from the lending and the borrowing transactions. And at the same time, we are also earning from the tech platform fees of our invoice management system, loan origination system, and the KYI system. So this has been the progress of the last 4 quarters, has resulted us $126,000 worth plus ARR. I'll now reveal more numbers and impact of InvoiceMate in this real world. After this revenue, we have processed $6.2 million worth invoices. And the best part is that it is all under the zero bad debt, which validates our KYI system. That's the whole purpose of the InvoiceMate, to reduce or minimize the frauds and increase the profits by decreasing the bad debt situation. 1,700 registered businesses are using our platform. Over 81,000 invoices we have tokenized for the value more than $201 million worth till date. But the best part is our partnerships on both sides, supply chain side and at the same time the lending institution side. We are sort of a Web 2.5, not Web 2 and not Web 3 entirely. So we are having partnerships with the off-chain businesses, distribution channels, and supply chains. That is bringing us in next 1 year 53,000 white labeled businesses to get invoice-based financing. At the same time, 10 plus partnerships with the banks, lending fintechs, and crypto platforms like Zoth, like TradePhoenix, like HuckChain, so on and so forth, will be guaranteeing us again a sustainable supply of the liquidity in the coming year. And that's how our next year looks like. It's not just about the current traction, it's about a sustainable growth in the coming months and year. So we are expecting to do $100 million worth invoice-based financing on our platform, resulting $1.3 million worth of invoice revenues. This is a teamwork and a unique blend of RW tokenization, DeFi, and the conventional finance expertise. So that is bringing it together, and the teamwork has resulted me getting the top 20 performing CEO award last month from Unlock Blockchain, which is the leading media in the Middle East. Some points about our token. So first, we built the business. I bootstrapped the project for last almost 2.5 years. Built the business first, built the traction, product market fit, and then came up with the fundraising. And of course, with the token is not just for the fundraising part. It's basically to fuel the ecosystem with the growth and amplify the rewards for the both sides, like the lending rewards, like the borrower rewards, and a very unique proposition we have come up with the LP or liquidity provider Shield, so that we can secure the investors with the biggest problem of the lending, which is the bad debts. So we have this allocation in our tokenomics for protecting our investors. And we have the tech stack, which can be subscribed through our token, which comprises of invoice management system, loan origination system, and KYI as well. About our fundraising, we are at the first stage at the moment. We just started last month our first round of seed. So $1.2 million at 15 million valuation, which will be 60 million when we'll be going for the public sale or TGE. So currently the token price is 0.06. We have onboarded already to investors with $650,000 secured. IOTA Foundation has already signed in, and plus the SMA, which is a leading family office here in this Middle East. So our next round will be 2.5 million worth of private, and then we'll go public. Last but not the least, we started this project with the philosophy of camel corn, not the unicorn philosophy, because again, businesses are not built like in a haste. They have to balance the strong growth with the cash flow efficiency as well. With that, I will invite you all to join us in this journey of camel corn to build the future of invoicing. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Muhammad, thank you very much for your presentation. Awesome pitch and awesome philosophy. Yeah, let's start with questions from VCs. Let me check who would like to go first. Oh, and I see Nicholas again. Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah.
Nicholas.
Hey, Mohammed. Interesting project. Congrats on the revenue traction as well as the company's awards thing. That goes to show that there is definitely a demand for such a product in the market. My question will be more, I guess, around the token launch, right? I want to know a bit more about why do you feel like this I guess such a service or product like yours requires a token. I know you went through it a bit, but it does feel like why don't you just settle for like a SaaS business model or like a commission base or revenue share, something like that. Why do you feel like this project needs to have a token?
Right. So apart from these four utilities which been on the screen, my idea is that if we want to bring the next $1 million or 1 billion, some people say, on-chain users, so you have to give them the legit way, our channel. So this is one way we are bringing a legit or a utility token that will help the off-chain businesses connect with the on-chain investors. So we are fractionalizing the invoice receivables, presenting it to the very smaller size options for the on-chain investors, and that connects basically with them with the off-chain businesses. So it's a great vehicle basically apart from these four utilities to bring the next million or billion users on chain. And of course, lending rewards, the borrowing rewards, these are the perfect utilities for any lending and borrowing businesses. And the uniqueness is the LP Shield. That will help us generate a pool of sort of an insurance to create some kind of a safety net for the investors in case if there is a bad debt, which is a part and parcel of any lending and borrowing business. So in this way, the token allocation of LP Shield will help them securing their hit. And lastly, the subscription fee, which is again, you mentioned yourself that we can go SaaS route, or technology route, or just a service fee route. Yes, we have that for the Web2 world, but for the Web3 world, it's again a good vehicle to exchange the value through our token and build the economy around that.
I see. Okay. Understand. And do you have any plans on or I guess timeline around when you intend to TGE the token?
Yes, it will be very likely in the first week of October this year. So it will be Q4 2024.
Okay, got it. And the round that you're raising, this 30 million valuation, is this
This will be the
fully
next.
diluted valuation of tokens, or is this equity value?
Actually we are open for the equity plus token warrants. So currently we are at the seed round, which is like
I
more than
see. Okay.
completed. So it's a 1.2 million, but more than half is completed. In just like as I said, we started in 24th of April our fundraising campaign. After this, we are very hopeful that within this month we'll complete that. We have soft commitments from good investors, and moving forward after doing the private round, then we will proceed to this public sale or the TGE, which is very target with a firm target we have to complete it on the Q4, early Q4. And the discounts are basically currently it's 75% discount. In the next round of the private round, it will be 50% discount.
Got it. And just one last question. I think I saw it at the start of the deck that you guys are you guys building on ICP?
Yes, so we have it's like a multi-chain proposition. So we have integrated with the ICP for bulk of the posting of the blockchain stuff. So, but we are open to explore the token launch on EVM blockchain. Currently, we are assessing Arbitrum and Base for that.
All right.
And open for the ICP
Okay.
as well.
Got it. Okay, thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Nicholas, and Muhammad, thank you very much. Yeah, I suppose we will have more questions after the pitching session. So yeah, we will go ahead with the next participant, Kaisar, pitching the next. Leonie, are you ready?
Hi, guys. Yes, let me share the screen. So please tell me when you can see my screen, yeah?
Yeah, we'll tell. Right now, I don't see it.
Wait. It's not working. Apologize for the waiting.
Oh, no worries. Do you have access for it or just some technical problems?
Yeah, it's just I click on share screen and it's not working like before. Can I send it to you instead?
Yes, sure. Let's do it. I suppose I have your pitch deck. Okay.
Yes.
Let's go this way a moment. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Never mind. Now it's working again.
Oh, great. Wonderful. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Go ahead, Rami.
Well, thank you so much for having me here today. Nice to meet you all. So Kaisar Netwrok is a modular DePIN layer 1 that we build for decentralized AI. So why AI? So we saw the rise in demand for AI products, which is very, very huge for the past 2-3 years, and also that means that we can always we can see also the rise in demand for the computing power. So here we can see that it's been doubling every 3 months, the compute demand for AIs, for AI apps. And also OpenAI incurred a daily cost of $700K just to train the GPT-3. So this is one of the examples, amongst other AI startups and just software development companies. So so that was the opportunity. So what kind of problems are we trying to solve? So first of all is the high cost. So we believe that the financial barrier to accessing high performance computing resources is let's say prohibitive for startups and independent innovators, and also so that is due to the fact that the compute are centralized, and also they are limited to supply because the independent data centers, there's a lack of trust and lack of reputation for them to get access to customers. So here is our solution. So in order to solve, the problems of supply and cost, we have built Kaisar Netwrok, which is a layer 1 blockchain using the proof of physical work, which is our IP, and the Kai token in order to help, other DePIN project to build using the modular DePIN functionalities, such as self-sovereign machine IDs, data verification, data indexing, etc. And also, Kaisar chain is EVM compatible. We build using Substrate. So that means that when Polkadot is, Polkadot 2.0 is out, Kaisar parachain will be able to scale, from 100,000 transactions per second to up to 1 million transactions per second. And also, speaking of Kai native token, so we use Kai to reward machines and DePIN builders that connect, contribute, and generate transactions on the network. So To summarize all of that, the solution of Kaisar Network is to decentralize the resource, because we have the DePIN platform, and also we want to optimize the resource utilization. So basically, we just delete all of the intermediaries, and we create a brand new DePIN platform and the layer one to power all of that. So here is the summary. So why Kaisar Network? So we have what we call the proof of physical work. I will explain this one, more when we talk about the technical overview. So that means that every transaction is part of the proof of physical work consensus process, and it is built to stop, the fraud and to assure the degree of decentralization. And Kaisar is layer one and permissionless. So here is the Kaisar network overview. So as you can see here, we have 3 layers. We have the Kaisar VPN, or we can call it Kaisar Cloud. Next, we have the Kaisar checkers. So this is where we have the checker nodes that will verify the entire system on the Kaisar chain. And last, we have the Kaisar blockchain. So how does that work exactly? So for example, here the Kaisar VPN. So we use the mesh VPN technology, so that we can establish a decentralized virtual private network that can enable end users, checkers, providers over here to securely connect and interact within a private network. And next, the Kaisar checker here that you see in the middle is served as checker node, and it is responsible for assessing the uptime, bandwidth, and performance of the physical device provided by the providers over here within the VPN network. And periodically, so Kaisar blockchain would evaluate the checker performance and efficiency to allocate rewards. And here, what is the difference between Kaisar and other DePIN project is that we add here the proof of physical work, so that it would verify, as I mentioned, all the work of the checker nodes. So that means that if the checker says a transaction is correct, but the proof says like the opposite, then the entire evaluation would need to be done again, so that we stop all the potential fraud from both provider and end user side. So this is some of the open models, AI models that we tested with the Kaisar Cloud solution to test the performance of our machines and the performance of the quality of what we have built so far with Kaisar, and the product would be live by end of June, the testnet as well. So Kaisar has our own
Leonie,
stock
if
of
you can
GPU
just
and
wrap it up, please, if it's
Yep.
possible. Yeah.
Yeah, I can. So so in terms of business model, so Kaisar, here you can understand Kaisar is the DePIN platform, and we provide modular DePIN functionalities on the layer one. So we will have the provider side, data centers, individual providers, and on the other side, we got the end users and the service providers, for example, Alibaba Cloud, etc., that they have also own end users. So here how we work is that we just take transaction fees within the Kaisar network, and that is our business model. So we're currently raising $1 million for the seed round and $4.8 million for the private round. The valuation for the seed round is 20 million. We raise in tokens, but we can also discuss, bonus in equity for strategic partners, but we don't raise in equity for this round. So we aim to do testnet by end of June, then mainnet, then TGE in October, and then 1 month later we will be doing a node sales. So in terms of seed round, right now we are filled by 70%. We started a few weeks ago, and now we're looking for strategic partners to help us close the seed and the private round. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you very much, Leonie. And I would show the last slide with your partners and potential clients. As I know, you already have NVIDIA
Yes.
out in your potential. You have kind of LOI already with these companies, right?
Yes, exactly. So actually, let me explain, just 1 minute about the team. So this is the core team, and we have actually more than 20 engineers working full time on this project. So half of the team comes from the Web2 infrastructure, that means AI and IoT background, and the other half comes from the Web3 background. Been working in the Web3 space since 2014, and so with that being said, the team with the Web2 infrastructure background, they've been around in in IoT and AI for the last 10 to 20 years, and they have brought their old client on board, and we signed with NVIDIA, official contract with NVIDIA, Alibaba. We're backed by CMC Telecom, CMC Cloud, and all of the rest are our clients that the contract will be effective immediately after the token launch.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah, I suppose it's very important to show potential investors. And as I know, the team was accelerated by Hashkey arm, right? So yeah,
Yes.
it would be great to highlight it. Yeah, thank you very much, Leonie. Anyways, awesome pitch, and really like your project. I will check if any of our VCs would like to ask the team some questions or provide some feedback. I see Nicholas so active today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, yeah, interesting project, and I think this page kind of like summarizes it all in terms of your ability to acquire customers as well as strategic partners. I just wanted to dive deeper into, let's say, your customers, right? What's I guess, why would they want to use your product, right? Like what's in it for them, or why do they feel like it's your product is a need for them? And also in terms of, let's say, the partnerships, right? Can you share a bit more details on what does the partnerships entail?
Yeah, so we have a few more partners that we did not list on this slide. So for example, we are accelerated by DIB Ventures and the incubator of Hashkey Group, and also we have a few other VCs, like the existing VCs that also help us to sign partnership with their portfolio startups, for example, like SingularityNet, Fetch AI, Ocean Protocol, etc. And so yeah, and in terms of details with these partnership, I would need to talk to you later on, because this is not something I can share on live, because it's recorded, etc.
Yeah.
Yep, no worries. Perfectly understand. Cool.
Yeah, but regarding the question about why these projects would like to use Kaisar, could you elaborate more on it?
Yeah, absolutely. So why would they use Kaisar? So first of all, we since half of the team are in the business of providing centralized infrastructure for them for the last 10 to 20 years, especially the CEO. He's been working with these clients for the past at least 15 years, with some, and 20 years for the rest. So I would say that it's a question of trust, how we sign with them. And the second thing is that they see that DePIN is really the future, because we built a bridge for the Web 2 and Web 3. And the third thing I would say that is because we really cut the cost by 5 by providing the the decentralized compute for software development and AI apps.
I see. Got it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Leonie. Maybe, yeah, we have a time for one more question. I don't hesitate to ask. Let me check microphones. Okay, I don't see any requests right now. Okay, yeah, thank you very much, Leonie. Yeah, wonderful pitch.
Thank you.
Some project from our perspective. Yeah, and we can move to the next participant. Wonderful AI project, ChainAware. Martin, please, could you share your screen? We will check that everything all right.
Hello, sharing a screen. Okay.
Okay, yeah, perfect. We see it. Yeah, you can start. Yeah, go ahead.
So, hello everyone. I am Martin. I'm a CEO of ChainAware, and I will tell you about how to monetize blockchain data with an AI. So we have two product lines. The one is a Web3 AI ad tech infrastructure. So ad tech with a lot of with AI. And the second is AI compliance with your own proprietary infrastructure models. Okay, let's dive in. That's our team. So first, the co-founders, it's me and my brother. So I look so earlier when I worked in a Credit Suisse. I spent 10 years at Credit Suisse. Now my twin brother, he was a chief architect of a biggest Swiss banking platform, a very successful platform. We launched before Smart Credit. It's a top 20 Ethereum borrow lend, and it's a first fixed term, fixed interest DeFi platform. And we have launched like 4 products before our Credit Suisse era with more than 250K users, maybe now even 300K users. Okay, and we have a tech team in our background, very advanced one. Now let's go to the first product line, the ad technology. Okay, every project which is here in the InnMind, every of these 20,000, 30,000 projects has a very high acquisition costs in a Web3. Now, but every of these project needs revenues, especially young startups, they need the revenues. Now, so how do we deal with this? So let's look at the Web3 marketing market. Now, marketing market in a Web3, okay, that's a gold mine. It's a 10 billion annually. And the biggest part of this marketing market is going for the agencies. Okay, but let's look on a Web 2. Now, in a Web 2, the biggest part is going to ad technology, and the same will happen here. The agencies will become industrialized. It's going to ad tech. Now, let's look what is Web3 marketing today. We call it 1930s marketing. It's the same message for everyone on the media. Now, if the users get to your platform, it's the same message for everyone on the platform. There's not low conversion. It's 1930s. Our approach, fully the opposite. Narrow targeting on the media, one-to-one targeting on the website. Results in a high conversion. Okay, how do we do it? Okay, I will switch to the application too. So we are defining narrow audiences based on the blockchain history, based on the blockchain behavior, like simple examples, past borrowers, future borrowers, past lenders, future lenders, and past NFTlers, future NFTlers. It's all based on your on-chain behavior. Then additionally, we have one-to-one targeting system embedded in the websites. Anyone can embed it, where you target the users based on their previous behaviors or future intentions. And as well, okay, you can then parameterize on hundreds of parameters what you want to target. Are borrowers, NFT dealers, yield farmers, gamblers, you name it, you choose it, you configure it. Okay, let me show it in application. This all is live too, okay? So here, for example, let's take our very big friend Vitalik ETH. So, and we are calculating his intentions, what he will do as a next. We are calculating his experience, his risk willingness, transaction categories, and so on, so on. And now by combining all of this together, we are creating the audiences, and the targeting is via the audiences, and later one-to-one targeting. Okay, now let me show the one-to-one targeting. It's just a video recording to save a little bit time. So practically, we're just changing here the fonts, font formats, and so practically we are targeting the users on your websites with one-to-one messages. Our borrowers get certain messages, compound lenders, other messages. You choose it, you define it. Okay, and what's the impact? We say it's 8x impact. So we have 3 steps. Get users to website. With narrow targeting, you get at least 2x with narrow targeting. Get users to connect wallet with one-to-one targeting. You increase numbers of users who connect the wallet. Get users to transact. Again, with one-to-one targeting, you increase the numbers. So that's all. 8x more web users with the same budgets. Now now the time is short. Let's jump into the second product line. It's a fraud and rug pull detection. It's again the same. We're analyzing blockchain data. We're monetizing blockchain data with our own proprietary AI algorithms. The AI algorithms which we developed, which we maintain. So let's move on to fraud detection. Key problem. There's a lot of fraud detection software, but it's developed for the CeFi platform, centralized finance. Now, if you are in the Web3, we need predictive. We need a predictive compliance. So before you submit transaction, that you know already, should you submit or not? It's the industry landscape. Huge investments, but all the investments are here in this sector. It's for the compliance with the CeFi platforms, but minimum investments here now in the other sector here. It's where we have a real time for the Web3. Okay, that's what we are doing, and we are AI based. Now, how do we do it? Okay, we have our own proprietary models. We predict fraud on addresses. We predict rug pulls on the pools. We have 98% prediction rate. Actually, we had 99% earlier, but we downscaled the algorithm to become a real time. So we are real time. Plus, we have wallet insights, and the wallet insights, of course, they are used then for marketing, for ad tech solution. So especially the intentions, meaning the next behavior of the users. Now, integration of fraud technology, very simple. So we have integrated in multiple platforms too. Okay, let me jump again to the application just to show a little bit of fraud technology. Let's go here, for example, fraud detector. Let's take again Vitalik ETH. So, okay, 70%, everything above 50% is good. So then we consider 70% as a threshold. Now, well, let's take a rug pull detector. Okay, rug pull detector is at the moment only of the BNB smart chain. So it's a rug pull probabilities. It's the probabilities that some pool will do the rug pull. It's not statical EVM analysis. It's based on a blockchain interaction analysis, predictive before the events happen, not after the events happen. Okay, now back to our financing need. Okay, maybe traction too. We have like a B2C traction. We have today morning we checked. We have 3,712 wallets connected, but you see, the application itself free to use, so we haven't forced yet people to connect the wallets, but people are doing it already for free. So we're happy about this. And an ad technology, we have first integrations completed too. We are looking for seed funding, 2 million. Okay, main focus, business development. Our products are there, so we want to push the product. So thank you for listening. Please ask the questions. Thank you.
Martin, thank you very much. By the way, you didn't share your current traction, right? But you're
it's in the longer. This is a shorter deck, which I try to compress on 5 minutes. But if you are in the longer deck, there is a traction. I think there are traction slides. Yes, they're there.
Yeah, thank you very much for sharing, for presentation. Really like your project, real pains and real solutions, and we can trust to Vitalik on 100%.
Yes, actually, Vitalik is now doing some little tokens which don't have so high valuation. Earlier, his score was like 86%, but now it looks like he starts to deal with some tokens with not so good tokens, and so his ratio is a little bit declining. So. But we developed the AI algorithm. We actually don't know exactly how this AI is calculating it, but you see Vitalik is a little bit declining. So he's above 50%, he's still good. But if you get below 50%, then it's like reason to get worried, like what's happening?
Yeah, got it. By the way, are your AI model can define Sibyl activity or not?
Okay, I don't know what is the Sibyl activities, but what we have two solutions now on the fraud detection. So the one solution that we are looking on, like addresses, like in the case of Vitalik or other addresses. Now, in the case of addresses, we analyze the interaction patterns. There are like 20, 30 bad interaction patterns, which are AI recognized via the pattern matching. And then in a rug pull detector, okay, we are looking as well creator addresses. We are looking liquidity provider addresses. Practically, we are analyzing the transaction patterns, not the source code. Like some projects, they try to analyze the source code, but we say it doesn't work. That works always, and that's very difficult to hide because everything is on the blockchain is a transaction histories. So, and yeah, 98, 99%. Okay, real time 98%, off-chain model is a 99%. Yeah.
Okay.
Back to you.
Yeah, thank you. And by the way, is it possible to launch a marketing campaign in your DApp, right?
Oh, yes, indeed. We have two. Okay, we have two product lines. One is a fraud detection, rug pull detection product line. The second is an ad technology product line. Now, in an ad technology product line, we have the narrow segment targeting. What is narrow segment targeting? For example, you want to target our borrowers. So we can do it. You want to target compound lenders. You want to target the lead of stakers. Narrow targeting, not 1930s targeting where it's the same message for everyone. No, spare your marketing budget for the guys whom you want really to target. So we have this solution, and the second solution. Okay, I showed the short video. It's the one-to-one targeting on your website. Practically, you just integrate a little HTML snippet on your source code, and you just configure maybe hundreds of different snippets, which is a text and visuals. How do you want to target your users? With what messages? Okay, if they're unknown, they get shell messages. If they're specific, if you know already the blockchain addresses, you target them with the specific messages. You give them special offers. That's where the marketing is starting, from one-to-one, not the wide marketing, but one-to-one marketing. So yes, we have two product lines, but common is we just monetize the data with AI. That's all. Yeah, back to you.
Okay, yeah, got it. Okay, yeah, thank you very much, Martin. Maybe some of our attending VCs would like to ask something or
Yeah, I
provide.
would like to, if
Yeah.
nobody wants. Yeah, so yeah, nice to meet you. So I got a question, like the 70% is allocated, I mean, speaking about the tokenomics. So 70% is allocated to external communications. So I understand that this is a part of the concept of your project, but often all the tokens that are allocated to marketing are BizDev and BizDev maybe usually just go into the book dev in the form of self ratios. So I'm interested in the real motivation why such a large allocation to such things.
Maybe I have to correct it. Maybe I was speaking too fast. Okay, it's 70% of the funds. No, and why we are not of the tokens. Sorry, it's the funds. We're doing a 2 million raise, the seed, but as you see, the products are there. And now, why do we allocate 70% of the funds then into the business development, into the marketing? Because we have the products there. We have 4 or 5 AI products. Okay, we have fraud detection AI, we have rug pull detection AI, we have AI-based credit score, we have AI ad technology. These are superior technologies, and what we need is just to push these technologies to the real market. So maybe we can add 1 or 2. We cannot add more than 2 developers. Our guys are good. We cannot scale the dev team. They're good enough. Maybe 1 more data analyst. But the main focus is get to the product. Okay, we have already our initial traction. Even we are not forcing people to connect the wallets. People are connecting the wallets. We have as well ad technology integrations. But the main focus is to get people now integrating, to create this awareness. Hey guys, you're just losing money if you use this traditional, we call it historical 1930s Web3 marketing approaches. I know the Web3 marketers will not agree with me. I will be happy to discuss with them openly in any Twitter space, happy to discuss with them. But we want to bring a solution to the users. Okay, that's 70% why we allocate marketing, like a brand marketing. So, and the business development, technology himself, technology is there. So we need to push technology. Back to you.
Okay, got it. And if you don't mind, the second question, yeah. So the second question regarding the revenues will go into token buybacks. So it's something like it wouldn't pass through the Howey test. So it sounds like the security assets.
Exactly, which then excludes the United States as like a platform. Yes, so it is, but we are thinking about to give it back to the token holders. Yes, that's the plan.
So it's the security token, not the utility one.
Oh, okay, it's a security token. I will not go into discussions, but our plan is to go into PayPal, to use the revenues for the buyback of the tokens. Okay, let's say it this way: we are not using the token buyback. The fees are payable in our token. Do you see? And if the fees are payable in a token, then automatically the liquidity in the Uniswap pool, in other pools, is increasing. So indirectly, we can speak of the buyback, but directly, if we're speaking revenues are payable in the token. So I will prefer this formulation. Back to you.
Yeah, thank you for the answering.
Yeah, thank you very much, Arsene, for questions, and Martin for your wonderful pitch.
Thank you.
We are finishing our pitching session with a very interesting project, Brass Synergy. I suppose it's kind of social fi project. And so, yeah, Brett, I see your screen. Perfect. And you could start with your pitch. Go
Perfect.
ahead.
Fantastic. Well, thank you guys so much again for allowing me to be able to present what we're building. My name is Brett Butler, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Brass Synergy. What is the one thing that separates good from poor businesses? It's people. When you think about it, being able to attract and retain top talent is essential. And this is never more important than it is for Web3. The Web3 talent industry is growing by over 49% a year, and it's projected to be at over $100 billion market within the next decade. But it has a multitude of issues. The first thing is when you think about opportunities in Web3, it's more than simply jobs. It's airdrops, testnets, bounties, giveaways, and most importantly, freelancing. In fact, 70% of the existing Web3 talent market are freelancers. But you look at existing freelancing platforms and they're not Web3 friendly. Also, it creates a very fragmented approach for users and businesses that are hiring because freelancers are on one platform, you've got full-time talent on another, networking on something else, and so it's incredibly inefficient. But the single biggest issue is a lack of verification. In fact, 65% of candidates, businesses, and opportunities misrepresent themselves, which causes over $2 billion worth of damages, according to a recent report, just in the US alone. Imagine if there was one unified ecosystem where, regardless of the way that you're working, it could be done in one place. Everybody has digitally verifiable on-chain resumes, and hiring, recruiting, and promoting is based on verified skills and digital portfolios rather than a resume. And we do all that in a standardized, unbiased, and efficient manner. That's exactly what we're building with Brass Synergy. Brass Synergy is a vetted talent ecosystem that's leveraging AI and blockchain to be able to source, validate, and match companies, talent, and opportunities. And when we're doing this, we're matching far more than simply keywords. So the way that it works is that users will create profiles in our custom bot that's building a verified database. That information then goes into our verification algorithm that's going to validate it for its authenticity from both public and private sources. And that all gets integrated into a custom reputation score that factors in things like wallet health, skills, reviews and recommendations, as well as all the information that it gathered in the previous phase. Users then have the ability to answer additional questions that get added as data points to where it goes into our matching algorithm so we can incorporate technical, business, and soft skills. So we're matching people with opportunities on essence rather than CVs. Now, in terms of the market opportunity, we see this as massive, with Web3, global staffing, and freelancing converging, representing over $100 billion market. In terms of being able to capture this, we have a very simple freemium subscription model with additional add-ons. So right now, users and companies can either pay for monthly or yearly plans, or they can do one-off purchases of automated interview as a service at an hourly rate, or an end-to-end concierge service for enterprises where we charge a 10% success fee. The other thing is because our database is growing, users can be able to promote their job opportunity or profile to our existing database for a small one-time payment. Now, in terms of traction, our vision really has already taken shape. Right now, we have over 1 million users on our AI bot. We have 3,500 top-rated plus Web3 freelancers that are willing to test our marketplace when it's live. We currently have partnerships with over 80 different communities. And in our pilot program, we've already been able to place 5 people into successful jobs. From a development standpoint, our AI bot is up and running, and we have an international council that's already been formed that's taking in developers, community managers, C-suite professionals, and world-renowned psychologists to help us get the best questions and answers and the science a part of that so we can get the best information and data that we can be able to use for our matching algorithms. From a competitive standpoint, really where we see ourselves separating is the data that we're gathering, as well as being able to integrate everything in one place and appeal to both Web 2 and Web 3 users. In terms of our team, we have extensive experience being able to hire, build, and interview teams, as well as on the business side. So we've raised previously over $100 million for previous projects in Web 3. We've built businesses from 0 to $5 million plus annual recurring revenue in Web 2 and Web 3. And collectively, we have 4 exits at 8+ figures. Right now, we're raising our seed round via SAFE with a token warrant. So we're raising $5 million across multiple tranches. We've already got committed capital of $500,000, and we're using this specifically to accelerate our growth by expanding our development and sales teams that we're expecting to generate over $10 million in revenue over the next 24 months. For us right now, because we have a lot of signal, but we are getting ready to go to market, and so we're pre-revenue, the most important thing to us is maximizing mutual success with investors rather than maximizing valuations. But with that, happy to answer any questions that you guys have. Again, thank you so much for the opportunity and look forward to being able to forge the future of work with everybody.
Thank you very much, Brett. Very nice speech. By the way, I haven't seen FDV on your slide with investment opportunities. Could you maybe share this slide again?
Sure. Yeah, I'll go right back to that.
Okay, is your FDV is 20 million, right? I just haven't seen it on your in your pitch deck. Okay, yeah. So maybe some of our VCs would like to ask something to Brett. It's a good opportunity to talk with founder. Let me check. You could just unmute your microphone and go ahead. Or it would be really great to hear some expert feedback as well. Don't hesitate it. Let me check. I see Nicholas. Nicholas, we really love your contribution of today's pitching session. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you.
No worries. Hey, Brett. Nice to meet you. And I think your team seems to be super strong. I think you've assembled quite a nice team over there. So kudos to you over that side. Just wondering, like, what's the I guess the go-to-market strategy around this, and when do you plan to fully launch the tokens, or rather the product, and also where do you see yourself? I guess kind of like a chicken and egg solution, right? Usually with this kind of cases, or projects, in order to onboard like people who are finding jobs, you technically need to, on the other hand, you also need to get more people who are looking out to hiring and going to your platform to let's say, I guess, publish their job listings over there. So we're just wondering, how are you looking to solve that whole situation?
Yeah, it's a great question. So the way that I would break it down is kind of in phases. So phase 1 right now, we've already got the early version of our bot in. And so it is in Discord and a bunch of other communities. And so that product is live. We will be monetizing it within the next 45 days. We're just going through some final testing, as well as the interview as a service. And for us, that's really a great data gathering strategy to be able to continue to refine everything with regards to the AI matching. Because to us, you are right. Whenever you launch a marketplace, you do have the chicken and the egg situation. And so for us, we don't want to be able to launch that until we have the requisite data to be able to say, hey, we've been able to place 500 people into jobs. These are the most in-demand skills. We can be able to reduce your hiring cost and time by 80%. And so that to us will be approximately 6 to 9 months to be able to get to that point. But when we launch our marketplace, all of our users that are already in our database, that profile will transfer directly over, and we'll be able to get feedback on the questions. And then long-term for us, where we see this going is continuing to be able to act on that data. So a user right now, when they're looking for jobs and opportunities, there's a plethora of professional development libraries out there, but being able to quantifiably tell them, hey, you're wanting to be able to find a job, get promoted, looking at your existing profile, these are the most in-demand skills. We can verify your profile, and this is the one course experience certification that you need. And when you have it, increases your reputation score by X percentage, decreases your time to get hired by 30 days, and we can automate that entire process. So that's kind of our go-to-market strategy over the next, what would be 24 months. Kind of in summary, Discord bot will be live within the next 60 days. That will then lead to the marketplace, which will be fully live within the next 6 months. At that point, we will end up launching our token because we don't want to launch it without the utility in the marketplace itself in the ecosystem. And then the database will probably be about, based on estimations, 18 months from there, just again, trying to make sure that you have enough in the various algorithms.
Right. Got it. Yeah, I think it definitely makes sense for you to wait or rather delay a bit on the launch once, like, I guess you get more users and more traction onto the platform, so that the token itself will have more utility around it. And just to build on top of that, right? I guess on a high level, could you just quickly walk through with me, let's say from a job seeker's perspective, right? What's the process like from let's say going onto your platform all the way to landing a job?
Sure. So right now you can either manually input your information, or if you have an existing resume or like a profile on LinkedIn or other platforms, you can be able to link that and it'll automate everything. It takes 15 to 20 seconds to be able to do that. During that process, you could be able to pick a category of jobs that you're interested in, and those can be sent to your DM directly on a daily basis, or you can go into our feed, which is posting new jobs from our partners, as well as different communities that we're directly working with on basically multiple times an hour. So right now our database has over 5,000 jobs, but we have the capabilities to scale that up to just over 50 million. We're trying to get the data on the most in-demand categories, so we're providing value to our users. In terms of the application, it'll have a link with the general information. You'll be able to click on that link. It'll be able to verify that, hey, you meet the minimum criteria for the position based on your profile, and that'll be sent to the business. And that all happens within seconds. And then if they want to be able to interview you, they'll just send you a link. And so the next version is we'll be able to streamline all of that. So you could be able to set like an Insta apply, which says any position that fits these criteria that I match with, I want you to automatically apply me for. And the same thing on the business side. I'm looking for candidates that have this type of development experience, this background, this track record. I want to be able to meet them to be able to scale up or down. So very streamlined and simple user experience.
Okay, interesting. Thanks for that.
No problem. Thank you for the questions.
Yeah, thank you for your question, Nicholas and Brett. Thank you for your presentation. Really like your approach. And we finished with pitching projects today. Thank you very much, all of you, for your time. Really appreciate your contribution, Nicholas. Really smart questions. It was really great addition to pitch of every founder. If there is any interest, we would love to facilitate intros after pitching session. So we will bring more feedback about your pitch. Thank you very much, all VCs, representatives of VCs who attended our event. So we almost finished. So have a great day and see you again soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. It's been wonderful hearing all of your pitches. Very good one. Good luck for everyone. Cheers. Bye-bye.